Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. It all comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all. For your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG. At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Your regularly scheduled day to bring you breaking news out of Summertown, Tennessee, where a one-of-a-kind property has just hit the market and it's turning heads all over the region.
Reports confirm this is no ordinary home. We're talking about a stunning 16-acre estate featuring a modern ranch-style home with almost 3,000 square feet of single-level living space, meticulously designed for comfort and style. Sources say the property comes with its very own mother-in-law home and a 30 by 90 workshop that has an 800 square foot apartment.
In the center of it all is your own private resort, a sparkling pool surrounded by an awesome pool house, a place to unwind, to entertain, and to make every day feel like you're on vacation. Opportunities like this don't stay on the market very long, so for more information, contact Stacy Springer, 931-242-9263 before the story changes. This has been your breaking news real estate update. Now back to you.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome to X Sports Today. AJ Good here with Michael Marks. Hayden Burks, Taylor Plott is playing nerd games over in Huntsville somewhere, doing some weather stuff. You know, I don't know what they do over there. Giggle and build crap all the time. You know, I don't know what they do in Studio A.
It's no longer Tennessee Valley weather. It's
It's just X Sports Today.
Yeah. We're at a conference to learn how to look up and see what's going on. I'm kidding. I know there's way more that goes into it. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. Well, guys, we are a day away from week 1 of the college football season getting kicked off. A lot of excitement around it. We'll be in week 2 of high school football. Tomorrow night as well. We got Mount Pleasant in action. We also have one of our Alabama games of the week. I get to go to Huntsville. See a pretty good matchup over there. Excited about that. But, man, I mean, it's kind of crazy. This season really snuck up on all of us here really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it was forever away, and it just kept staying. It was almost like Christmas. It would just never come, and here we are, you know, on August 27th, a day away from week 1. I mean, I get it's just a Thursday night game, but you're still going to have some good football on, and it's football nonetheless.
And we got some good on Thursday and Friday. We'll predict those and take a look at those in the next segment. So, Hayden, you're kind of talking about it. Not as excited as last year, but you're still pumped and excited for college football.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with how college football has kind of been the past few years with NIL and when it comes to just the transfer portal being as crazy as it's been, it's just kind of, you know, I was telling y'all 2 months from this time this year and last year, I probably wasn't as excited this year as I was last year. But now you look, I was telling y'all, once you get to about 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the season starts, that's when it amps back up. And I mean, just excitement, it automatically kicks back in. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, and then also what we got Saturday with week 1.
Yeah, and I just remember last year as well. Obviously, Tennessee was a little higher looked at going into the season, so obviously I was more excited. But I think the amount of question marks is what's made it so exciting for me this year. It's a completely different feeling because of how much parity there is this year. Last year, it felt like there were 3 or 4 teams that had a chance, and those were really the 3 or 4 last teams left. And looking at the top 25, I mean, if Miami upsets Notre Dame on Sunday, there could be 10 teams that are really have a chance to play for the national championship.
And you made a point that I was going to make. There's a lot of parity. And I think that's kind of quelled some of the excitement because we really don't know what we're stepping into. I think once we get a feel for everybody by the time we start playing conference games, Tennessee week 3, West Virginia week 4, I think Marshall's week 3 as well when they're first. That's when we'll really get a chance to see where everybody is and where we stack up at that point. I think that's when it's really going to, that's when we're going to start to see some teams separating. But that could be when, say, all it takes is like Penn State in 2016, blocked field goal for a touchdown, and this middle-of-the-road team is turned into a Big Ten title contender. That certainly could happen this year, but I think that's kind of quelled a lot of the excitement is with the portal, with NIL. We really do not know what we're stepping into, and I think it is as uncertain this year as it has ever been in the history of college football.
And I think it makes our job harder trying to cover the sport because it doesn't allow us to just be box score merchants. We're going to actually have to watch these games and see what's happening because, I mean, there are so many things that are just these so many variables that play an impact into this. Because I think of South Carolina last year. They had 2 losses pretty early in the season and then went on a tear and ended up winning 9 games. And Missouri's another good example. I mean, they flew under the radar the entire season. They went 10-3 last year, and nobody thinks about that. They had a better record than Alabama, South Carolina. I mean, all these teams that we thought were so great, and they really snuck out of nowhere. So I'm really intrigued to see what's going to be that one team that has 10 or 11 wins and just completely flies under the radar.
Yeah, and I had a talk with one of my buddies last night, too, about just kind of where we are in the college football. And it's like literally you said, like who's going to be good teams when it comes to returners. And, obviously we know Texas is going to be good. Ohio State and Penn State, those are probably arguably the top 3. And then after that, I mean, especially with the quarterback play for a lot of teams now having to replace starters from the past season, and just overall with the transfer portal, guys coming in and out, we really don't know what's going on. Especially, in my opinion, the SEC is the most unknown conference as SEC fans as we are.
You got the Big Ten powers. Ohio State's going to be good. Oregon's a toss-up. Michigan supposedly will be good with that defense and with a competent quarterback, but we don't even know if he's competent. He's just the number 1 overall recruit. He's at least the highest paid guy. We don't know how good he's going to be. Clemson, we know, have a decent idea is going to be good in the ACC. Everyone else after that's a toss-up. The Big 12 is a total toss-up. I mean, you're like you said, Mike, we have to be glued in week in and week out to know what's about to happen.
Well, and talking about the quarterback battle, looking at the top 25, there are, I think I counted 16 teams that have new starting quarterbacks out of just the top 25. I mean, that's probably not a record, but it's got to be close. I mean, you look, Texas, new starting quarterback. Now, obviously, he's been around.
We know.
Ohio State, new starting quarterback. Georgia, new starting quarterback. Same thing at Notre Dame. Oregon, Alabama, Miami, Michigan, Florida, and Oklahoma.
And look at the teams that do have returning starting quarterbacks. Drew Aller hasn't exactly won a big game outside of the playoff games he won. They were predicted to win those, and they come out and get the job done. And Carson Beck isn't exactly a proven quarterback with what he did at Georgia.
Some of these guys.
Merklinger at LSU.
No. Nussmeier.
Nussmeier.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I feel such an idiot. Nussmeier. how many big games has he dropped in his time? Kate Klubnik, he's dropped some big games. I mean, even the guys returning aren't exactly proven winners.
Yeah, and some of them are freshmen coming into their sophomore year.
Right.
You're probably going to see a bit of a production decline from guys like Sam Leavitt at Arizona State.
He's probably the most reliable of everyone on that list.
Yeah,
he might
Sellers is a freshman at South Carolina. Is he going to have the sophomore slump because everyone's going to start figuring him out?
Yep.
Or is he going to get better? So there's this.
And Indiana has gone from a team that's flying under the radar that now everybody wants to beat because Kurt Cignetti likes to run his mouth. So
I don't mind that. It's entertaining for us.
I will agree. I will entertain. It is entertaining.
Yeah. Well, guys, to some news in the NFL. Rashee Rice is going to get suspended by the NFL 6 games after getting charged. He had a big car wreck over there in Dallas a few months ago, and the NFL laying down the suspension. Pretty good there. Good idea from the NFL. Just an ugly situation, and the Chiefs, the last thing they need is one of their big weapons to be out for 6 games.
Yeah, obviously, I'm glad the NFL kind of stepped up and kind of went down pretty hard on them, because I'm pretty sure when you get suspended for games, that also cuts your pay for those games as well. Yeah. So, it's not just a slap on the wrist to the guy, and especially, missing almost half a season. That's a lot. But I think it was a good move. Obviously, we don't want to see just guys in the NFL doing whatever they want just because we're in the NFL and we can get away with whatever we want. So I'm glad that they kind of brought the hammer down on Rice here.
Some other ones, Adam Thielen returning to the Vikings in a trade.
It's funny, we said that yesterday, and then it ended up happening.
I know. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is joining the wide receiver needy Niners, which is true. That's the headlines. Great. Hamilton with the Ravens. He's going to be the highest paid NFL safety. So pretty good move there by Baltimore to secure one of their guys for a long-term thing. But big news around here, Hendon Hooker got cut, and a couple days later, he has found a new team.
Yeah, it was really hard to see the situation he was in Detroit behind Jared Goff, who had his ups, had his downs, but it seemed like the Lions weren't really confident with what Hooker could bring them as a backup. So, exiting fall camp, they gave him the boot, and today the Carolina Panthers add him to the practice squad, and I think that's a great pickup for Carolina, because obviously behind Bryce Young, we don't really know what they have in the quarterback room, and losing a big piece like you mentioned, like Adam Thielen, it makes that wide receiver room even thinner. So maybe Hooker would get a shot with Carolina.
Yeah, and I mean just overall, and I've been saying this for years, ever since. Really after that first year when Hendon Hooker didn't play, and just kind of how Jared Goff performed his first year in Detroit and getting that contract, I was like, it's just going to be a matter of time before Hendon Hooker needs to get out of there, get a change of scenery. And when I saw the news, I didn't know if it was going to be a good thing or a bad thing, because obviously it's a good thing that he's getting a change of scenery, but it doesn't look good for you to get cut.
Yeah.
But then again, I knew that there was probably going to be Carolina or Tennessee Titans that would probably pick him up, in my opinion. I think Carolina's probably the better fit when it comes to him being close to home, because I'm pretty sure he's from North Carolina.
North Carolina or area somewhere, I think.
So,
maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got plenty of hometown fans there that will come support him. And I'm sure a lot of people from Knoxville will travel to a Panthers game if he's suiting up for the team.
Only like 3.5 hours from Knoxville. They'll make the drive.
Yeah, they'll make the drive. So then again, I think it's a perfect situation for him. And it's all up to him now to get that spot. Obviously, he's on the practice squad, so there's nowhere to go up from there. So, like I said, I'm just glad he's back on team. But it's just one of those things that now he's gonna his career's basically on the line if he doesn't figure it out.
His first school in college, even though he had some success at Virginia Tech, didn't exactly work out. Then he goes to Knoxville, takes off. So this might be what he needs. The first stop doesn't always work out for him. Maybe the second stop will.
Well, and what people forget is going into his first year at Tennessee, he didn't win the starting job. Joe Milton did.
Yeah.
But look at the steps that he made once he got in the game. I think he's one of those guys that, I hate to say it, but you might have to throw him in the fire to figure out what you can get from him, because he doesn't have the arm, necessarily the arm strength or the flashiness that some of these guys like Milton would have in practice, but he makes heads-up plays in games, and I mean, was the reason that Tennessee had as good of a year in 2022 as they had.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, the new Pac-12 has just extended their media rights with the CW network. It'll be a consistent presence with the CW, 13 football games, 35 men's basketball, 15 women's basketball. It'll be a total of 66 events. It will start in the new Pac-12, which will relaunch next year with Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Gonzaga, Oregon State, San Diego State, Texas State, Utah State, and Washington State. Not 12 teams yet, but basically the new look Mountain West is relaunching as the Pac-12, and they get, well, someone's going to carry their games. I guess that's the best way you can put it.
Well, obviously the Pac-12 network was a complete sham, so I'm glad they found an actual TV network that's going to be properly ran. I think it's good for the Pac-12, though. They've struck a media deal, and you know, them trying to make themselves back to a power level conference. You got to start somewhere, and you know, obviously Washington State and Texas State, you know, isn't going to ruffle anybody's feathers, but it's a start.
Yeah. In Major League Baseball news, Wilson Contreras, guys, after his blow up after striking out on a fastball down the middle perfectly at the knees, you know, it was like 3 inches above the bottom line.
Yeah.
Went crazy, threw his bat, hit one of his own coaches with the bat, and got a 6-game suspension. He's appealing that suspension, but why isn't anyone done with this guy yet? Like, I just don't get it.
That's just somebody that can't take a fault for.
No.
It's just somebody that has too much ego. And with that, you can't. I mean, yeah, we all have frustration blow-ups like that, but you can't have a blow-up like that and then, and especially after hitting your coach with the baseball bat, whether it was on purpose or accident. First off, you shouldn't act like that. I agree with that. But, you know, we all have frustrations, but you can't just blow up like that. And then to exceed that and then, you know, hit the coach with a bat, you got to take fault for that. Yeah. You have to. So, and if he's appealing it, that's just somebody that just can't take blame for himself.
Yeah, and we've seen Contreras be an issue before. I mean, the Cardinals have had to move him from behind the dish to first base because he kept, you know, getting his hand broken because he'd stick his hand too far out there trying to grab balls and strikes. And, you know, obviously this was another instance where he let his emotions get the best of him. You know, he says that he didn't say anything, but obviously
you could hear him say it on the mic.
Yeah. I was about to say
it wasn't, you know, not suitable for working in front of your young children. What he said, the mic caught him.
Well, I bet that's the thing. There are so many microphones that have already been in the news once this week in Major League Baseball. Right. Trust me, we can hear everything that gets said on a field. Most everything.
And kind of piggybacking after, you know, yesterday, you know, we had a great conversation about week 0 in the bowl games. I had a thought when I was driving, going to do some interviews yesterday, guys, about maybe pro sports could maybe adopt somewhat of a college system to where, think about this, you could have a great record as a college team, but you don't get a high-level bowl game, or you might not make it into the playoff unless you win your conference. So your record within your conference is what matters. Just like here in high school sports, your record within your region or your district is what matters at the end of the day. So you know how at the pro level, it's all about best record wins the division, right? I don't know how you would do it, but I would love to see all the major leagues put more emphasis on winning conference or division games instead of your overall record, putting more of an emphasis on your league, in your conference, and your division.
I'm glad somebody has brought this up because I think it is the downfall of professional sports when it comes to what I like viewing more. I like watching college games because, sure, if, let's say, Tennessee and Missouri are playing in baseball, so it's obviously very one way, but those conference games matter a lot because even you know, screwing up a game against Missouri, I mean, that could drop you from 3rd to 5th in the SEC tournament, which, you know, could ruin your regional seeding. In the NFL, I mean, technically you can lose every game in your division and go 11-6 and win the division.
Right.
That's not right. I mean, it makes those games mean nothing. You know, why do we even have divisions at this point? You know, MLB a little bit. You know, because
you play your division enough.
So many times. But in the NBA, I mean, what does it matter? I mean, so I'm glad. You know, I do think this is a good idea because it puts an emphasis on those games. Now, obviously, there are probably some kinks with it. Like, what if you lose the other 11 games for an NFL team and you go 6-0 in your conference? But I think it would make those games mean a little more, and it would bring some intensity back to these professional leagues.
Yeah, and I think. And this has been an emphasis not just in the NBA and all that stuff, but there's been multiple sports leagues that, you know, people say, regular season doesn't matter, and it only is the playoffs. And so, you know, you look at it, you got to figure out ways to make the regular season mean more. And, you know, I'm sure you know this, Mike. I don't know if you know this, and I'm going to go to NASCAR. They made it where regular season matters. The more races you win, the more points you get for the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying to implement
win a race just to even get in.
And to get in, exactly, yes. And the more you win and the more stages you win, the more playoff points you get off that, and they reset every round in the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that definitely won't work for, you know, NBA and all that stuff, but there's got to be a way to make regular season matter. Like, I don't know, but the thing is, I don't know how you go about that. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, there's got to be some way division wise that, like, yeah, if you win your division, you know, there's just got to be something that the NFL or the NBA, especially the NBA, they need to do something like that, because, you know, with low management in the NBA, you know, if they're saying, okay, well, if you win a certain amount of games, you can automatically make it into the playoffs like that. And I'm not saying that's just me spitballing something. But, yeah, I don't know. I think the NBA is the worst at it, but definitely NFL and all that could copycat off something like that.
I've got a proposal. We can go, you know, a hockey that the record means something, but they go off points. 2 points for a win, 1 point for an overtime loss. Okay.
Yes.
A non-division, non-conference win is 2 points. A conference win is 3 points. However, your division wins are 4 points.
I like that.
Overtime losses still only count as one, because it's like I wish all these other sports would do that, because you're rewarding a team, even if you blow a 40-point lead or a 20-point lead, you're still rewarded for going into overtime. So I think there should be some reward for that, which hockey does. So, okay, yeah, you're in the East, you beat a team from the West, that's 2 points. Okay, you beat someone within your conference, but it's outside of it. Well, that's 3 points. Then you beat someone in your division, that's 4 points.
Yeah, and I like that. It puts more incentive on these division games, because division games used to be a big deal in the NFL. Now, obviously, we still see it in the NFC East with the Cowboys and the Commanders and the Eagles and the Giants, and a little bit with the NFC North or the AFC North with the Steelers and the Ravens and the Browns and the Bengals. But other than that, I don't see too many divisions that are very competitive. I mean, obviously, we saw it in the NFC West when the Seahawks and the 49ers had their little rivalry going, but other than that, I mean, like the Titans division, the only thing I remember just about growing up with Titans is they could never beat the Colts because Peyton Manning owned them. But like other than that, there wasn't really much of a rivalry feel. I mean, it was kind of with Houston because we took their team in a way, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't.
That division is competitively bad. That's what it is. I mean, it's awful.
Now the Jacksonville rivalry was pretty good when both of those teams were good, 6 or 7 years ago. But since then, they're both just throwing up stinkers every year.
Yep, exactly.
Just and I think that would help the most in the NBA, because I think divisions are completely pointless in the NBA.
Yep.
You already have the Eastern and Western Conference, so you've already split your teams up. I couldn't tell you who's in half the divisions. I don't even know what the divisions are. I know there's like an Atlantic division, a Pacific division, a Southwest division maybe, but
I could
put more incentive on winning those games and making them mean something. I think makes the sport more interesting, and it puts more eyes on the sport, because you want to watch. I think what people are so down on about the NBA is when you turn it on and it's just a game of guys going down the court trading threes, and it's not competitive.
And the star players sit out. Yep. That's like I said, that's the worst league when it comes to stuff like that. And you got to make the regular season mean something for these guys to play and not to sit out. Like you said, and to play defense.
Because I think the in-season tournament's been interesting. Because you get that sort of postseason vibe in the middle of the season.
Yeah. All right, guys, well, coming up next, we're going to take a look at the Thursday and Friday games in college football. They'll be next when we return on Exports Today.
LUS is committed to our customers. From providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service, LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Michael Marks, Hayden Burks. Guys, we're taking a look at the Thursday and Friday matchups here in college football. Tomorrow we'll do the Saturday matchups because we got a ton there, but we do got some decent ones here on Thursday, some ones that have definitely caught our eye.
Yeah, and when we get a ranked team playing on Thursday night, and a very good group of 5 matchup between Boise State and South Florida. An interesting start time though, 4:30 local, so 5:30 Eastern.
So 5:30 Eastern.
Yeah, it's 5:30 Eastern. They did that a couple years ago. I want to say on we had like a Thursday night football game somewhere, and I was like, that's they're doing it while we're setting up over there. And there's no one in our ballpark.
Yeah, usually the college games are at 6:30 or 7, so an interesting early start. But I mean, it just allows for more games to be televised. But I mean, that's not the only good one. I mean, you got East Carolina and NC State. Right. I mean, that was a bowl game last year. Good, somewhat rivalry there. Yeah. And Delaware State. I mean, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Delaware. So I mean, a ton of good matchups going into Week 1 on that Thursday night.
Boise and South Florida, because South Florida, that's a good one because to start off because Boise, high expectations. Your coaches, your quarterback's coming back. Your coach is being sought out for maybe some high-profile jobs. South Florida, their third year under a former Tennessee offensive coordinator. They've kind of slowly risen. This would be a really good win for South Florida if they can pull this one off.
Yeah, and it would build them a ton of early momentum going into the season because their first 3 weeks are Boise State, Florida, and Miami. Right. So it's definitely going to be a rough start for the Bulls. But, I mean, if they can go down and be a pretty confident team in the American like we've seen them be the past couple of years, I mean, there's no reason this team can't be a 7 or 8 win team going to a bowl game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and I think obviously you look at where Boise State is. You lose Ashton Genty to the NFL, so you're going to have to figure out how to get that offensive production with the guys you have currently. But I think it's a good test for South Florida too to figure out where they are. Maybe try to get that big win and kind of establish themselves in the American League. And, going from there, I think it's just one of those things where you look at the other teams, too. Ohio and Rutgers, I have my eye on that one, too, because I think Rutgers is kind of a sleeper in the Big Ten. I'm not going to say they're winning the Big Ten, but I think they can, shake some things up. Obviously, like you said, Delaware State, that's another good one. And then we're going to see some SEC action with Missouri and Central Arkansas, too. So we get to see what Missouri brings with their 2 quarterbacks for that game, too. I think they're going to play the first half and second half.
Yes, I would say they've announced that Bo Perbula is going to play the first half. Sam Horn's going to play the second half. So it's good that they got that system out there. So it's not going to be like some back and forth type of stuff, which we've seen other teams do that just never works.
Central Arkansas, not a bad team. They got some votes to be in the FCS top 25. How in the world is this? I swear I've got ghosts.
Ghost of Ralph, man.
Yeah, they are. So Central Arkansas is one of the favorites to win their league, which UNA is just down the road here from us. But the matchup I'm really looking forward to Thursday because of how their bowl game ended with fights, an absolute brawl, and you got East Carolina and at NC State on a Thursday night. I'm telling you what, when you're talking North Carolina's Duke and Wake Forest, they all hate East Carolina, and they get that right off the get-go. And I think the NC State, East Carolina one's a little bit more intense than the rest of them, but there's just something. The Pirates just have Tobacco Road's number.
Yeah.
Especially in football.
And they've done it over the past couple of years. I mean, we've seen them have competitive contests and even win against those other 3 teams that you mentioned, and getting to start the season against the way that bowl game ended last year.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's going to be one of those that's going to be 100 miles an hour right out of the gate, which is really exciting. And it's it's a later game at 6 o'clock, so maybe we're going to be home to watch that one. I don't know yet, but NC State obviously going to be favored pretty big in the spread, just being a big conference team against an American conference team. But I mean, East Carolina, it's something about that North Carolina, Virginia area where those smaller schools like JMU can just come out of nowhere and blow you out.
Yeah. I mean, JMU went up, and they're favored to win the Sun Belt. You know, and JMU went into North Carolina a couple, what was it, like 70 to 50 or some crazy game like that. The nightcap, 8 o'clock our time, so I'm guessing it's 9 o'clock Eastern for Cincinnati, but they host Nebraska in week 1 here on a Thursday night. That's a sneaky good one because Cincinnati, since they joined the Big 12, have been at the bottom of the league. Scott Satterfield, his rear end's to the fire right now. And then Nebraska, second year of Matt Rule. That's normally when teams under Matt Rule take that next big step. Dylan Raiola, a lot of people, including me, think he could be a dark horse Heisman contender. Nebraska, for a lot of people, is a dark horse playoff contender. But this is a really tough game going into Nippert Stadium. Small stadium, student section takes over half of it. It's going to be a raucous crowd there on Thursday night and not an easy place for Nebraska to step into.
Yeah, not one bit. I mean, obviously Nebraska is really confident. They've got Matt Rule. They've got a good defense. They've got Dylan Raiola coming back, and obviously, like you said, a potential dark horse Heisman candidate. But it just seems like every time Cincinnati's back's against, well, not necessarily Cincinnati, but a Scott Satterfield team has their back against the wall, they win a game that they shouldn't. And maybe this is it, maybe this isn't. But I think that Nebraska is probably going to win this one. And, hey, if they win this by 2 or 3 scores, I mean,
that feels pretty good.
That could be a really good start to the season for them. And Cincinnati, I mean, they're one of those teams in the Big 12 that's so up in the air, but they're probably not one of the favorites going into the season.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I just look at kind of Nebraska and Cincinnati, Big 12, Big 10, 2 teams like that. Obviously, like you said, with Nebraska bringing back a lot of their defense and their quarterback play, and just overall kind of the excitement within Nebraska, maybe a dark, like you said, dark horse Heisman quarterback as well with Dylan. But you look at Cincinnati, and like you said, Cincinnati's kind of haven't been the same since they made the playoffs a few years ago. But, in my opinion, I'm with you. I still think Nebraska will win this game. But then again, I could see Cincinnati maybe pulling a week 1 upset. So, there's been crazier things that have happened in week 1.
In that Nippert Stadium, I've been there several times. It is not an easy place to play. It's
Yeah.
loud. The fans are right on top of you. It's right on campus. Not exactly in the best part of town. It's a difficult place. I've seen a lot of good teams go in there and really struggle no matter when especially at night on a weekday. It's not easy to go to.
And it just seems like Cincinnati's gone on such a good stretch of coaches. I mean, you go back 15 years, Brian Kelly, Butch Jones. Now, these were guys that were successful at Cincinnati. There are other stops, you can say whatever you want. But then you have Luke Fickell, and now Scott Satterfield hasn't gone as well, but, I mean, they're transitioning to a new conference.
I love how you sneakily snuck over Tommy Tuberville there and there. I don't blame you for doing that.
I have mixed feelings about the guy, so I kind of just I was looking at their first stops, but
I get you.
But they've had a recent good run of coaches, and I think that's what's made that place so tough to play because they have high expectations. Because despite being in a bigger conference now, I mean they're still expected to win.
They won the Big East. They won in the American. They like you said, Brian Kelly, Luke Fickell have gone on to bigger jobs and. Yeah, but Satterfield needs to prove himself this year, but I don't know if he can do it. I mean, that schedule's tough, and you're going up against so many good teams. I mean, you're fighting for good prospects with
that's a tough area.
You're dealing with Kentucky. You're dealing with Ohio State. You're dealing with all those MAC teams for all.
Because there's like 7 of them in Ohio, so
and 7 of them are all within an hour or 2 of you, and they're in Cincinnati. Moving ahead now to Friday. Before we get to the Big Two. I'm sad the Dukes Mayo Classic is not SEC, ACC. We got App State and Charlotte, but both teams getting new head coaches. App State, never an easy out. Charlotte, with their new head coach coming from Ohio, that could be a really, really good team and a sneaky good area for a lot of high school talent. They're going to play there on Friday night there in Charlotte, home of the Panthers, and that could be a good win for whoever comes out on top there.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a toss-up, but, I mean, Charlotte with bringing in Ohio's former coach, I mean, it seemed like they were playing in the MAC championship in a decent bowl game every year, so if he can bring that attitude out to Charlotte, I mean, I think that makes them just as good, but talking about 2 more North Carolina schools that are really good at football, Obviously, App State wasn't as good last year as they had hoped to be.
Fallen off the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I think this is, new coach, new head start. Yeah. You got a tough road game, but you're favored. So I think it'd be good to go out on that first Friday night, get a win, get an extra day to rest for week 2, and try to set up for a successful season in Boone.
Yeah, and I think, obviously, in my opinion, I'll probably take the underdog in Charlotte because App State, like you said, both teams have new head coaches. App State with a new quarterback as well, losing Joey Aguilar as he transferred to UCLA and now he's at Tennessee. So I think Charlotte obviously is the one, in my opinion, to win this game. I feel like they are I think they can do some damage in their league. So, and I think a good first game to start with is App State. So I'm going to take Charlotte on that one.
Yeah. And UNLV at Sam Houston. I feel like we talk about UNLV at Sam Houston a lot because they played in week 0. But Sam Houston didn't look terrible against Western Kentucky. This is at home. It's been a bit of a rough from FCS to FBS transition, but UNLV didn't exactly blow anyone. I mean, again, this is a team a lot of people are talking about could be in the playoff if things go right to challenge Boise for that spot. They didn't look great last week, and now they got to go on the road against a team in their home building that offensively can get it done at the right time.
Yeah, it's strange when you see two teams playing their second game and the team that's 1-0 isn't very confident and the team that's 0-1 has a little bit of confidence because they showed that they could play with Western Kentucky for at least 3 quarters. So I think this one's really interesting because UNLV did not. Their defense looked terrible against Idaho State, and Sam Houston State was trying to get that offense going against Western Kentucky. Did to some degree, but they would love to get that thing rolling against UNLV, and let's see who can get a stop first.
Yeah, Sam Houston, they were battling back and forth with Western Kentucky in that game, and at one point I was thinking, man, Sam Houston could win this game against Western Kentucky, and like we say, I mean, we kind of I expected UNLV to beat Idaho State by 20 plus. I'm not gonna lie. And the way they performed, I mean, obviously, the offense is the offense at UNLV, but their defense looked pretty bad. So I expect this one to be a close game, but I still think UNLV is the better team.
To the 2 big ones on Friday, guys, starting first, Auburn at Baylor. So Auburn, I mean, both these teams have a lot of questions. Both of these coaches, Dave Miranda, Hugh Freeze, coming in with the rear ends on fire, on the hot seat. We know Auburn's going to go multiple quarterbacks. Baylor, tough place to play, especially earlier in the year. Miranda's going to have them really good defensively. A lot of questions offensively. There's a lot going on in this game. It truly is a toss-up. They've got Auburn's 2.5-point favorite. But I mean, you're basically a push at that point.
Yeah, and I saw this tweet from Peter Burns at the SEC Network, and it completely is how this game. It could be an Auburn blowout, it could be a Baylor blowout, there could be 9 overtimes, there could be 6 overtimes played. Hugh Freeze could be crying out of joy or despair. Dave Aranda could be quoting Yoda. There could be a locust delay. I mean, this game really has
locust delay.
Hey, we're in Texas. I've seen crazier things. I mean, there really is not a good feeling going into this game for either team, but I think coming out of it, you're going to know a lot about either. I think you'll know a lot about both teams, but the team that gets the win, a lot of confidence moving forward.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, Mike. Is whoever wins this game has a lot of confidence. That way they can get past that week. In our show, I don't know, I can't remember if you predicted Baylor or Auburn, but I picked Baylor to win that game. Just because it's a tough place to play. Baylor, obviously, they're going to come out. Their defense is going to be all over for Auburn. Like you said, we all kind of trying to figure out who the quarterback is for Auburn because we all thought it was going to be Jackson Arnold, the transfer from Oklahoma, but he hadn't really showed anything that Auburn is really too impressed with, so we're going to be seeing multiple quarterbacks for Auburn. So I think Baylor's the favorite for me, in my opinion. I don't know what y'all think.
But I will say the Bumhauers, one of the restaurants in Alabama, they host a coaches show for Hugh Freeze, and they had posted some pictures of it last night. And Hugh Freeze, for the first time he's been at Auburn, looked like he was having a good time. So maybe this Auburn team isn't stressing him out as much. Maybe they could be a lot better than we think. But when you go out there and you say you're going to play 3 quarterbacks week 1 in a big game, it's definitely very cautionary.
Like you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yes, exactly.
The other big game, guys, Georgia Tech looking pretty good, especially after last year. But Colorado, a lot of question marks there. I know they've assigned a starting quarterback, but they're missing some big pieces. And even though Boulder is not an easy place to play for anybody, Georgia Tech goes in there on Friday night.
Yeah, I like the Yellow Jackets still. Obviously, Colorado's hosted an early game, but before that Saturday for the past 2 years now. It was a close one with North Dakota State last year, and this year bringing in a very good Georgia Tech team. Haynes King is awesome. I mean, you think of him as being such a good runner, but, I mean, he was throwing nearly 70% completion percentage last year. Makes him really dangerous. And now, obviously, Colorado got Caden Salter from Liberty out of the transfer portal as a grad transfer, which I think was a huge pickup. But, I mean, you lost so much from last year. You obviously no more Shador, no more Travis Hunter, but you lost Jimmy Horn, another one of your talented wide receivers. Your running back field's a little thin back there. So, it might be a long year in Boulder for Coach Prime and the boys.
Yeah, I agree. Colorado, I feel like it's going to have that slump where they're going to struggle this year with Dion. Still, I guess, just trying to figure out, what's their identity now with no more Shador or Travis Hunter there at the helm. But, yeah, like you said, King is just an unbelievable quarterback. I think if everything goes right for Georgia Tech and he does better than what he did last year, he could possibly be in that Heisman talk down the stretch. But then again, that's a stretch in my opinion. But, I think Georgia Tech's going to take care of business easily in this one.
Well, Georgia Tech's one of those teams that I kind of look at them on the same playing field as Louisville, where if this year they win a game that they're not supposed to, look out. Yeah, because look at what they did to Georgia last year, and they weren't anywhere near as talented as they're going to be this year. Yeah, I would say they did that to themselves. Yeah. I mean, look at what this team showed you they can do, and this team is even better than last year. I mean, the sky's the limit for this Georgia Tech team.
All right, absolutely. Tomorrow we'll go through all the Saturday games and our big college football preview tomorrow. But coming up next here, I've got some college football trivia. Again, these guys will know what's coming. That's coming up next here on X Sports Today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, pastor of Mars Hill Baptist Church. It's that time of year again where the hallways of the schools come alive with life. We love hearing the children go back, their laughter, their squeals, the excitement. And we want you to know at Mars Hill Baptist Church, we're praying for you as you start back to school. Whether you're in the kindergarten and starting your very first day, or whether this is your senior year, it's the last time you're going to walk the halls of that high school. We want you to know we're praying for you and we're supporting you. We're praying you have a great, productive year, a safe year, and when you come to the end of this school year, you look back and say, what a great year it's been. I also like to encourage you. We have a great children and student ministries at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and we'd love to come alongside you and help you grow in that area of your life as well. So as you begin this school year, begin knowing we're behind you, we support you, and we love you. God bless you. Have a great school year.
Back to school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1,500 trucks. Over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work. Hurry into Heritage Automotive, where the deals are hot and the savings are huge.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Have to bring him in.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good here with Michael Marks and Hayden Burks. Guys, got some college football trivia since week 1 kicks off tomorrow. So, the top 10 coaches with the most bowl wins.
Okay. Bobby Bowden's the first guy that comes to my mind.
Number 2, 22 bowl wins combined to Florida State and West Virginia.
Nick Saban.
Number 3, 19 bowl wins at Bama, LSU, Michigan State, and Toledo.
Okay.
Because it's hard to think of some of these really good teams because, I'm going to say Bob Stoops, Oklahoma. I would assume he's in there.
He is not.
Wow, but some of these teams are so good that they get put in too many tough bowl games, and it's hard to win a lot. Are there any active coaches?
1, 2. There's 2 active coaches in the top 10.
Kirby?
Kirby is not.
He's not. Yeah, I
bet Dabo Sweeney is.
Number 10, 12 bowl wins.
So there's one more.
6 through 10 are all tied at 12.
Okay.
Brian Kelly?
He is not on this list.
Nick Saban?
I said.
Okay. Is Bear Bryant on here?
Number 4, 15 bowl wins at Bama, Kentucky, Maryland, and Texas.
Philip Fulmer?
He is not on this list.
Darn.
They didn't even get the 12 bowl.
I don't even think he did.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. It was tough. We have a Tom Osborne.
Number 9, 12 bowl. He's part of that 6-way tie. 5-way tie for 6. So he's got 12 bowl wins.
Joe Paterno coached for forever. He's got to be on
Number
here.
1, 24 bowl wins, all at Penn State.
Yep. I'm going to say he coached for like 50 years, it felt like.
Who's got Indiana coach?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was basketball. No.
I'd say
10 and 9.
I'd say I think the only Indiana coach that had won a bowl before Kurt Signetti was Lee Corso.
Yep.
But so I would say definitely not going to be on there. Is Lou Holtz on here?
He is, number 7. He's part of that tie at 12.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking of Notre Dame coaches. I'm like, well, if Brian Kelly's not on here, there definitely wasn't bowls when Newt Rockne was coaching. So
there are 3 guys you guys need to get.
Okay, they're not. Is one of them still active?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there like a Frank Beamer or a Paul Johnson?
No.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to think about each.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like long tenured coaches, and we're kind of entering a new era right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you need 5, 6, and 8.
Can you give me some years on these guys? That might.
One of them just retired.
Okay.
Two of them.
Oh, Mac Brown.
He is number 5, 14.
He coached for
wins.
forever.
So you need. There's one guy that was active recently, retired sort of in scandal,
Okay.
and then one guy who's active, Big 12 coach.
Oh, Mike Gundy.
Yeah, 12 bowl wins.
Yeah, was scandal.
The Michigan State, is that? No. Okay. I'm trying to think of. I was like, it's definitely not Pat Fitzgerald. Northwestern didn't make 12 bowl games.
Did you say he's sort of retired?
Well, you know, he's doing broadcast stuff. He's got his podcast, but he's basically everywhere he went ended in controversy.
Oh.
Gruden?
No, it's Urban Meyer.
It is Urban Meyer. 12 bowl wins.
I literally just...
I didn't think he coached long enough, but I forget he was at Utah before he was at Florida and probably got a couple there.
So, we have a list here of the coaches with the most bowl losses.
Oh, jeez.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. I've only got a list of 7 here.
Okay.
But we've got 4 guys with 12 losses, 3 guys with 10.
Jeez.
Is Bob Stoops on this list?
Bob Stoops is not on this list.
Are these, would you consider most of these guys like well-respected head coaches?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, long-tenured, well-respected.
So I'll go ahead and throw Bobby Bowden and Joe Paterno in there.
Bobby Bowden had 10 bowl losses. Paterno's not on here.
Okay, so I guess he was pretty good in
No,
January.
no, he's good. Actually, there's 8 guys. He's one of the group of 12 there.
Okay.
So he was 24-12 in 36 bowl games.
That's not bad.
There's some overlap from the other list into this.
Are any of these guys active too?
No, there's not
okay.
one active.
There's not
guy
one
on this
active
list.
guy on this
Nick
list.
Saban's not on here, is he?
Yes, he is.
I
20 and 12
can't
in
believe
bowl
it.
games.
Wow.
Can't believe that. 20 and 12. Okay.
For some reason, I just feel I know it's probably not on here, but I want to throw Les Miles out there because I feel like LSU lost a ton of bowl games.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough to make it here.
Okay, overlap with the first list.
Urban Meyer?
No.
Okay.
Now, usually when they got there, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So you've got Paterno and Bryant. There are 1, 2, 3 more guys at 12 bowl losses. 2 of them that were on the previous list.
Bear
Bear Bryant.
He is 17 and 12 in bowl games.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought his record was going to
Yeah.
be better.
So I guess it was probably the Kentucky years that drug him down.
Yeah.
His late Alabama tenure wasn't
as great either.
About, yeah. One of them you mentioned because he made a lot of bowl games, but he wasn't in the top 10 in wins.
Was it Philip Fulmer?
No.
I think it's some of the other guys I said. Is Lou Holtz on here?
No.
Okay. See, I feel like this list in 10 years is going to be completely different because now you play like 3 bowl games every year.
Yeah. They said they overlap too. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the names I said.
You put Bobby Bowden, so he's got 10 bowl lines. You got Bowden, Saban, Paterno, and Bryant.
Yep.
So there's 3 other names. 2 of them that weren't on the win list. Actually, there's one that was of the 4 left. You got 1 that was on the wins list and 3 others that weren't on the wins list. They're all retired.
So is Mac Brown on here?
Mac Brown is.
Okay, so he was
went 14 and 12 in bowl games, in 26 bowl games. So now you're down to all the ones that weren't on this list.
Is this where the Frank Beamer comes in? Okay.
He went 11 and 12 in 23 bowl games. Virginia Tech was not really known for winning. Unfortunately for me, I got to see 2 of those 11 in person.
I'm not thinking Beamer.
Military Bowl and the Independence Bowl.
So we got 2 left.
Think legendary SEC coach.
Vince Dooley?
Yeah. Wow. I couldn't even get to the next clue.
Well, you said legendary SEC. I don't know why he's the first guy that comes to mind.
10 and 10 in bowl games.
Has this person ever ever been to the NFL? I doubt it.
No.
Okay.
The next guy stayed at one school forever.
Because my next guess was going to be Jimmy Johnson.
No, Jimmy didn't have.
He didn't have enough. Yeah.
He stayed at this school forever.
Like his whole career, we're talking decades. Big 12 school.
Is it Barry Switzer?
No.
No.
Big 12.
Oh gosh, it was the
Stadium's named after him.
Yeah. Is it Darrell Royal or whatever? No. Okay, I was thinking Texas.
He did recently retire, but we're talking late 2010s when he retired.
Is this is this a new Big 12 or are they?
No,
okay.
The original Big 12. Yeah.
They were there when it was the Big 8.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they go way back.
Yeah. He was the coach during all these changes.
I'm trying to think. Kansas.
Is it Gary Patterson?
No.
No. Oh, yeah. Just. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of the original 8.
The stadium's named after him.
It's not Mike Leach.
No.
No.
He had 9. In 19 bowl games, he went 9-10.
What years are we looking at here?
80s through the 2010s.
Oh man, so this guy was around for
I don't know.
He had a small break before he took the program back over, so it's like a 3 or 4 year break.
Oh, it's Bill Snyder.
It is Bill Snyder. 9-10.
I don't know why I couldn't get north of Oklahoma in my head. And I'm like, what teams are we looking at here?
All right, and that will segue into the schools with the most bowl losses. We got a 5-way at 23, 3-way at 24, and then we got a 3-way tie at number 1. Number 2's at 27. Number 3's at 25.
Sheesh.
We're
going to have to go way back.
Let's throw Michigan in there.
Michigan's tied at the top of 29 bowl losses.
Is there another team in their conference that they're tied with?
Yep.
Is that team Penn State?
No.
Is that team Ohio State?
It is Ohio State.
Wow.
Okay, knock that out. And there's got to be SEC somewhere in there.
There's a lot of SEC.
Yeah, Alabama's on here.
Number 1.
Georgia's
So
on
that's
here.
Georgia,
the top
yeah.
3. Georgia's not on here.
Wow,
Tennessee.
Tennessee was up there with the bowl losses. But
Tennessee is number 5, 25 bowl losses.
Florida.
They're part of the group of 5 tied at 23.
LSU.
They're in the group of 3 tied at 24.
Ole Miss.
No,
they haven't played enough. Only other guess for that. Is there one more SEC team?
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more SEC.
Auburn.
No.
Texas and Oklahoma are on here.
Yeah, Oklahoma's at 23. Texas is at 24. You got one more SEC team there in the 24.
Is it Arkansas?
It is Arkansas.
They had some good years with Houston Nutt.
Yep.
But I mean, they were good before then too.
So that's all the SEC.
Oh, you got one more.
Oh, one more. Okay.
In the group of 23.
Is it Vanderbilt?
No.
Or Kentucky? It's not one of them. Okay.
South Carolina.
No.
No, they weren't. They haven't
Yeah,
been very
that's
good
right.
either. Was it like A&M or Missouri? No.
Mississippi State.
No.
Gosh, dog.
Who else have we forgotten? It's one team.
SEC East.
It's the one. Oh, did I not say Florida?
No, not yet.
Oh man, I thought I already said Florida. Okay, that makes
well, part of me was like, did they already say Florida?
I guess I hadn't.
So you've got a Big Ten team that has 27 losses in 4th place.
Nebraska.
Yeah, and then you've got 2 Big 12 teams rounding out the top 10, tied at 23.
So I'm gonna go Kansas State and Oklahoma State.
No.
Okay.
Utah.
No.
Colorado's had some good years. Are they on here?
No.
BYU.
No.
TCU definitely wouldn't be there.
Is this Texas Tech? Are they on there?
Mm-hmm,
Okay. Texas Tech.
Which I'm actually surprised they made that many bowl
Yeah,
games.
They're
not historically known as one of those programs. I was actually pretty shocked they're on here.
Kansas?
No.
Arizona State's not on here. No.
West Virginia?
It is West
Virginia. Yeah.
Because we unfortunately have the record for most consecutive bowl losses at 12. Thank you, Don Nealon, because for some reason we go to January and forget how to play football. Not that we were counting or anything like that.
Gotta love it.
Oh, thank God we're out of that era. Told you how much my dad would rant. 7-yard handoff. You got to run 8 yards to gain 1. Oh, gotta love the old school football mind. So, guys, that will do it for X Sports today. Tomorrow, big football preview. So, for Michael Marks, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Gibb. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.